What's good, guys? Charles and Team COG here, coming at you with a post-commentary duel video. Remember to use our code COG5 off at OPHIDIAN Duels to get 5% off your order. So let's just jump into the video, guys. We have a Mekk-Knight play versus Crusadia. So Ryan here has actually gone through the tournament. Both me and him are undefeated at this point, and we're going to go out. He's going to choose to let me go first. And we're going to see what happens here. So I'm going to normal summon Leonis, Aslan the Lion, and we're going to start out here with typical Crusadia plays. We're getting pretty amped for this regional, but yeah, so special summon the Ranru, special summon Nefarious, make the Gnarla. And as you guys are going to see here, the Gnarla forces the rock. He tries the infinite permanence, but he can't because Gnarla's on the thing. And since this is a thing that you guys got to remember, since it was my turn, I have the ability to trigger my Magius first, but he shotgunned the rock prematurely, which allowed me to go back and trigger the Magius because why wouldn't I, knowing the rock's coming? So I end up using the token into Link Spider. And that's confirmed with judges. They have to give me the chance to activate my Magius, but because of he like shotgunned it, I had the ability to go back and trigger it, in which case like he had the choice not to. But World Legacy Guard Dragon, I'm going to kind of follow up with Draco. And we're just going to begin our Guard Dragon plays in hopes that he doesn't have a Ash, really. I know he has an infinite permanence because of that misplay, but if he has an Ash, he's got an Ash. But it seems like he doesn't. And we're going to go off here. So, like I said, Ryan here playing Mechs. He was pretty much undefeated the entire tournament, just whacking people left and right. And World Legacy World Secrets is a very hard card to play around that the deck has. So, like, it's rough to play with when like they can negate. Like, it just takes one shifty boy to kind of ruin the strategy. So I have a top deck into World Legacy Succession, bringing back the Draco. I didn't top deck. I drew into it off of Skuldred. Pretty much doing the essential dig to Skuldred sort of thing. Dig with Skuldred to get to the cards that I need. Now, the only problem is I'm going first, so that 3,000 rock over there is just going to have to stay there. But I'm going to make a second Saryuja, trying to dig for more extenders so I can end on the best board that I can, which is going to be, hopefully I'll draw into Waterfront, but we'll see what I can get to. Put back 3, activate, so I got to the Waterfront, special the special Maximus, quick launch into Tracer Dragon, and then I'm going to Synchro into the True Draco Berserker of Tinny. I'm testing him over the Savage Dragon just because even though Tinny doesn't negate, he does remove the target, so like he can banish the Gazelle that activates in hand. He's something I'm testing and something I'm really enjoying. So I end up searching the Sea Turtle off of the Waterfront, and then I special the Sea Turtle off of the Skuldred. And I just have to pass it over here. So playing through the rock, I was able to still end on this board. So he's going to attempt to activate infinite permanence, which he can't, but he's just going to use mind control. So I'm going to pay and negate. And goes down to 1 counter. He's going to let it resolve instant fusion, putting me back up to 2 counters. And now we're just sitting here. He's going to use the Thousand Eyes Restrict. I'm going to negate and banish with the Gamma Seal. And he must not have, he coincidentally put that rock in the middle column, which kind of sets him, like shuts off his columns right there, which I gave him 2 columns essentially. He's going to whack into the Skuldred, which is going to give me 1 counter. I draw for my turn, and I normal summon Aslan the Lion here. Leonis. I'm going to link Leonis into the never mind, I'm not going to do that. He decides to do that before I dedicate the summon because of the counters that the counter would be give me 2 if I did it after the summon. So he ends up Widow Anchoring the True Draco Berserker, which is a good play, making sure he doesn't have 3 spells. So for you guys who are wondering about that, if like the infinite impermanence play, I was going to link into Magius, but since he's decided to use the impermanence prior to that, which if he allowed me to link into the Magius, it would make the Gamma Seal live to negate. So I just allowed it to go through, so I was able to retract my steps there. So I'm going to link into the Magius to give me 4 counters. Yep, 4 counters, because Waterfront counts all the cards. So I'm going to negate and banish, and we're going to go into game 2 here. So Mekk-Knight's putting up a good fight. That rock was kind of rough. I was lucky enough to have the proper follow-ups, and I was able to capitalize on Ryan's mistake here of not allowing me to trigger my Magius if I wanted to, of him shotgunning the rock. He's going to start his turn off with Engage. So he's taken a lot of inspiration from Shannon Long, but he's also decided to put his own spin on the deck with a small striker engine that he's been really enjoying, because essentially you get access to Widow Anchor and then Hornet Drones, which are both at 1 for a very good reason because they're so strong. But Hayate going to touchdown and grab him again, Engage. He's going to set 1 card in the same column, special summon the Shifty Boy. And because he has 3 cards in the same zone, he's able to do a soft U-Lock here by summoning the Dragon Timeton here into the other column. So everything in that column shut off. So like he has like a U-Link or without the U. He makes Morningstar. He cannot... I don't think he doesn't have a discard. And he has the Rock too. Dang, he opened the Rock both games. So noticing that I can't play unless I get rid of Timeton, but luckily my side deck's pretty strong. That's what my side deck's for. So I decide to Kaiju the Morningstar, shutting him off of that 1 zone. Also, link into Magius, Special Draco, make Draco 2, Magius 1. I'm just looking for the OTK, and essentially I have it here, but as you guys are going to see here, I'm going to make a very subtle mistake. And then instead of linking into... I think I decided to link into Regulex, I believe. I can't remember. So I special summon the Ranru, which I should have special the Ranru, make Regulex. He decides to rock here, getting rid of both those. I should have gone for Spatha, but I didn't know. He's reading the rock, so the rock sacks off everything, not just my monsters, but every monster you control too on the 5th summon. So he gives me that token there, which I'm just going to turn into Link Spider. And the reason I say I should have gone for Spatha was so I could get the Regulex search for the field spell, which coincidentally I have anyway. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Turn the Link Spider into... I have to turn it into Spatha, or I turn Link Spider and the Arborea into Spatha because I already used my Regulex, and in this build we're only playing 1 Regulex. Trying to contemplate in my head if I can do lethal, which sadly I really can't. I'm gonna special the Magius. He's gonna actually activate World Legacy Secrets, bringing back the Shifty Boy. I'm going to Kaiju the Shifty Boy and turn it into Equalmax, and then I'm gonna activate the field spell Crusadia Revival, targeting the Equalmax to essentially try to push for a lot of damage. Just doing some quick math because, you know, your boy here's bad with math, so. We're both awful with math. So that's what we're both just sitting here trying to figure out the total damage that he's taking. So I'm going to attack over my own Kaiju because I don't want to give him a monster. However, if I was smart, I would have put the Equalmax in the other zone. However, I didn't do that for whatever reason because now he has a zone. He has 2 cards in the same column thanks to World Legacy Secrets. So now I'm kind of just hoping that he doesn't draw into a Mekk-Knight. Checking his graveyard here. He's going to activate Engage, and I have like 0. I just have the ability to protect Equalmax is at 25, and I just have the ability to protect it with Arborea. So it's just kind of hoping for the best that he didn't draw into like a Purple Nightfall or anything like that. But he's going to search his that's Eagle Booster. Yeah, Eagle Booster is a pretty powerful card to search. He's going to normal summon, draw, and right here he makes like a sigh because he didn't draw into a Mekk-Knight. Sadly, drew into Ash. So he's already within, if you look at the lifetime little corner down there, he's at 27 to 8, and all I need to do is essentially draw into 1 Crusader, any monster I really need to put down there that the Equalmax can point to. A Crusadia would be nice, preferably Maximus, but if I get a Crusadia, I have a form of negation in case I can't beat over this little lizard dude here. But Ryan just looking at his hand, checking out his extra deck, he's kind of in a predicament. He could link that little lizard guy off into Almirage, but he's just going to pass it over to me, and luckily I draw the man, the myth, the legend, the 1 card that I never thought I'd see. I thought that was actually going to be Leonis, but thank you guys so much for watching. This is Charles signing out.